Hello and welcome to day 8 of 10 of the World Para-Athletics Championships here at the London Stadium at Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, home of the London 2012 Olympics and Paralympics. Has been an outstanding championships. The weather has been beautiful for the majority of it as well, and they've enjoyed it. Hats are on, why not? 22 degrees, the temperature in London today. We've been blessed with sunny, humid weather throughout these championships, and it continues. The Japanese have enjoyed themselves at these championships. Everyone's enjoyed themselves at these championships. No need for big jumpers, t-shirts, hats. Thin clothing is the way to go as the crowds start to pack in here on a Friday evening for this only session of the day, and then we'll have double sessions on Saturday and Sunday to round us off. Getting us underway, it's Oksana Zubrovska, the last 3 para titles and last 2 world championships in the women's long jump T12. A rerun from Monday when Marcel Hug won the men's 800 T54. It's the first track event. GB's Richard Chiasaro is disqualified. We'll also have James Turner, who twice broke the 200 metres world record. He goes in the 400 metres, renewing his rivalry with Great Britain's Paralympic champion Paul Blake in the 400 metres T36 final. And the Paralympic champion in the 400 T38, Kadina Cox, also takes part. Valet Katila, the great Tunisian, going in his final event of these championships as he looks for a 4th gold, which he also did 2 years ago in Doha. And then the last final of the night sees Morocco's Mohamed Amgoun chase consecutive world titles, with the silver medalist over 1500, Nigeria's Fawa Baka, hoping to take that mantle from Amgoun. Well, look at that blue sky in the background. It has been absolutely beautiful. The women's long jump T12 will get us underway. I'm Tulson Tollett. To my right, joining us as co-commentator tonight, it's silver medalist from the discus throw F41, Neve McCarthy. And also Will Downing is with me, but the women's long jump T12 will get us underway. Oksana Zubrovska, the champion in that. The women's shot put F35 Paralympic champion and world record holder Wang Jun of China faces off against Ukrainian Maria Pomazan, the championship record holder and reigning world champion. In the women's discus throw, F55, Latvia's Diana Dzitsi, who speaks 5 languages and also the language of winning gold. Already the shot put and javelin winner and the only F54 participant, Yang Liwan of China. The men's shot put F53, Asadola Azimi of Iran, at 57 years of age, competes with silver medalists in the Rio Paralympics, starting favourite as he looks to also improve on his silver from 2 years ago in Doha. The women's discus throw F12 visual impairment category, China's Xiao Yuping, gold already in javelin, and 52-year-old Tamara Sivakova of Belarus, who's won 3 world championship golds, the first in Berlin, and the year Xiao was born, 1994. The men's long jump T37, that's for coordination impairment. China to look at it for a gain in the men's long jump with Zhang Guanzhou, the reigning world and Paralympic champion. Brazil's Matheus Evangelista Cardoso, silver medalist in the 200 metres, already picking up silver in Rio. The man nicknamed the Italian Stallion, Andrea Daliaev of South Africa, keen to improve on his bronze from 2015. Women's shot put F44 for lower limb impairment and leg difference. China's Yao Wan, world record and championship record holder, already won gold here in discus, and she did the double in 2015 with her compatriot Yang Yu taking 2nd place every time Yao has triumphed. So here's the opening event of the night. The men's 800 metres T54 final will be rerun from Monday, and to take you through it, it's Will Downing.
We've been here before, the final of the men's 800 metres T54, the incredible crash that took out half the field. Marcel Hug won that. Had to give the medal back. Will he win again now? Here's Liu Chengming, the reigning world champion for China. He goes in lane 9. 6th his best performance here so far this week. The reigning Asian champion over 100 and 800 for Thailand, Saichun Kongen. Thailand yet to win a gold here this week. The reigning Paralympic champion over 800 meters and the marathon. He's won the 1500 here this week. Can he win the 800 for a second time? It's Marcel Hug. This week's 200 and 400 meter champion from Tunisia, it's Yassine Gharbi. Three gold medals at the last World Championships in Doha for China's Liu Yang. Richard Chiazaro disqualified ahead of this. Daniel Romanchuk does not start in lane 4. And in lane 3 for Japan is Tomoki Suzuki, 7th in the 1500 meters here. Hug taking the gold. Originally, he was disqualified. There was a counter appeal, and then Richard Chiazaro was disqualified, but he's had his success since. 8 times world champion, Marcel Hug. Well, he, after all that commotion the other night, crossed the line first. But what about now? Suzuki in 3, Liu Yang 5, Gharbi 6, Hug 7, Kongen 8, Liu Chengming 9, T34, the final of the men's 800 meters, and it's underway. And Hug getting away well, and Kongen getting off even better. Flying start from Kongen in 8, the reigning Asian champion, with Liu Chengming on his outside, the reigning world champion, the Paralympic champion in 7, Asian champion 8, world champion in 9. It's going to be very tight between these. Only 6 starters in this final. Marcel Hug getting his way out into the front with Liu Chengming and Liu Yang taking up positions behind. Hug leading them through. Suzuki going well, second last. Liu Yang as well there. Come down the final straight for the penultimate time. Liu having a little look. Kongen making a little shift on the outside. Hug takes the bow. Leading Liu Yang in second place. Kongen on the outside. Suzuki in 4th. Gharbi, watch out for him, the 200 and 400 champion from this week. Tucked in well in 5th place. Kongen on the outside, waiting for his time to go. Hug going good velocity at the moment. He'll defend this line very well. Liu Yang right behind. Now a bit of a move will begin to come from Gharbi on the outside. But Hug saw it coming. 200 to go in this 800 final. Hug the Paralympic champion, and he won in this final the other night. Gharbi's where he wants to be though, the 200 and 400 champion. But now Hug accelerating. Liu Yang in second place. Gharbi trying to move up on the outside. He'll be 3rd. But Marcel Hug does it again. Over 800 meters, ahead of Liu Yang in second place and Gharbi in 3rd. It's hard enough winning this title once, but Marcel Hug has had to do it twice in a week. And this one won't be rerun. 1:38.40. Marcel Hug gets the gold for Switzerland, and he is a 9-time world champion. Liu Yang, to his credit, excellent racing from him. Right behind, he's only previously won 2 individual global crowns, the 100 and the 400 in Doha. Lots of 4x4 relay medals to his name. And with Gharbi in 3rd, that's his 4th medal of the week. But Hug now has 800 gold, finally, to go alongside his 1500 title. And the Paralympic champion beats out the world champion and the Asian champion, neither of whom were able to get into the medals. But what a very, very good race it was.
Indeed it was. Marcel Hug, you have to say justice has been served in a way, because he was ever so strong in this event. On Monday, when the crash went down, it was Richard Chiazaro who caught his back wheel on that occasion. Certainly no problem whatsoever from the athletes as far as rerunning this event goes. The man who took it on Monday has taken it again 96 hours later. Marcel Hug, the silver bullet, the Swiss maestro.
And the thing about this race, I mean, we know how eventful T54s are, but this was Hug hitting the front straight away, and that was it. The story of this race will only fill half a chapter. Hug getting away very well. You also really have to credit how well Liu Yang did. He got into second place behind Hug straight away, and he just stayed there all the way. Silver in the 100 earlier in the week, and now silver in the 800 here. And Garvey, very good sprinter, but also won silver in the 1500 to go with his 200 and 400 gold. So bronze in the 800 for him. And Hug, the champion again. So Marcel Hug takes a 138.40 with Liu Yang in second place for China. Yassine Garvey third for Tunisia, with the other Liu, Suzuki and Kongen all behind.
Time now for the women's shot put F35. Wang Jung of China with her first attempt. The reigning Paralympic champion. World record holder as well. That's out there around the 12-metre mark. Season best of 12.10. Smashes that by 5 centimetres. First to throw, season best, first place. She's used to it.
Good crowds again tonight, we're expecting. It's no longer a school night. Long jump is on as well. This is T12, medium visual impairment. Sara Martinez of Spain to get things up and running. You'll see they've the big chalkboard to go through as well. White flag, so that's fine. They measure from tip to tip, basically the last indentation in the chalk, or outside if needs be, and then all the way to the first in the sand. There's 6 in this final, including Katrin Muller-Rottgard, who's won quite a few medals, but Sara Martinez sets the standard, 5:43.
So here's Wang's second round attempt. New season best with her first of 12.15. That's further. There's your proof. Improved that season best, 12.24. Maria Pomazan currently in second place, 10.97, her first round. Gold back in 2015. The championship record holder from Doha as well. 13.05 on that occasion. Well off that mark by about 2 metres. She won gold in 2011, 2013 and 2015. But she's currently in the silver medal position, but she has improved, 11.15 for Pomazan. So the first of the heats in the men's 100 metres T38, a first track event of the evening. Lane number 4, Evan O'Hanlon, the championship record holder. The world record holder, Hu of China, goes in heat 2. He's the world champion and Paralympic champion. Evan O'Hanlon was our guest commentator in Doha 2 years ago. Tonight, though, he's on the track. The man who picked up bronze in his home Paralympics last year in Brazil. He was silver back in 2015. Edson Pinheiro. Captarazzi, 5th in the long jump already in these championships, 11th in the 200 metres. Evan O'Hanlon of Australia, the championship record holder, Paragold in 2008 and 2012 over 100 and 200. Pusca Velasquez of Colombia, bronze already here over 200 metres. Dimitri Jozvitsky of France, 9th over 200 metres here in these championships. His twin brother, also a para-athlete in France. Diaz Mosquera, the second of the Colombians. He was 4th over 200 metres in these championships already, looking for something better now. And the man Sakwali of Republic of South Africa, 7th over 200 metres. Hero is Benny McCarthy, the former West Ham footballer and Blackburn, and Zhong Ungwao, 6th in 2016 in Rio, silver in the long jump here at these championships. So the first 3 automatically qualify and will then be the fastest 2 losers over the 2 heats. This the men's 100 metres T38. There's confirmation of the world record holder who goes in the second. Evan O'Hanlon, the championship record holder in the first for coordination impairment. There he is. The man nicknamed the Cannon, Evan O'Hanlon. So Pinheiro goes in 2, Captarazzi in 3, O'Hanlon in 4, Hooker Velasquez of Colombia in 5, Jozvitsky of France in 6, Diaz Mosquera also of Colombia who goes in 7, Sakalaway of South Africa in 8, and Zhong of China in line 9. Well, the 2 Colombians getting themselves ready. There we go. And away they go. O'Hanlon gets out of the blocks very quickly indeed. Pinheiro on the inside is the quickest away though. That's the Brazilian. Pinheiro on the inside in this far lane down the outside. And Zhong Hunwei of China. But it's going to be Pinheiro who gets across. O'Hanlon in second. Oh, well, then it's a case of who got across there first between Jozvitsky and Zhong of China. I fancy it might have been Jozvitsky on the inside who got across in first place, but brilliant start there from Etienne Pinheiro who got away with Evan O'Hanlon. 11.38 the time there for Pinheiro. O'Hanlon coming through in the second position, so those 2 will go through. And it's Zhong who's been given 3rd place. Had to have almost gone down to a photo between that man, Jozvitsky, and Zhong. But it's Pinheiro who picks up the win in the first heat of the men's 100 metres T38. O'Hanlon got away well, but he just probably kept a bit in the tank there for the final. Knowing he was going to go through, good to see him have a look across there. Pinheiro going through in first place. Evan O'Hanlon's almost jogging down there at one point in that last 30 metres, just having a look. Conserve the energy. Zhong on the outside, pips it from Jozvitsky. And Pinheiro away to a very good start indeed. Zhong on the outside also got away well. Hooker Velasquez. 1 metres per second headwind there, so the athletes running into a slight breeze. There's confirmation. Edson Pinheiro qualifies, as does Evan O'Hanlon, and Zhong goes through in 3rd place.
So the shot put, and this is Malazweska of Poland. But before that, Subkowska in the long jump T12. It's the opening round. Sara Martinez with that fine 5:43 earlier. And 6 in this, so they'll be zipping through. Guide is optional. And Zimkowska very satisfied with what she's produced. And why wouldn't she be? The reigning Paralympic and World Champion. She's won the last 5 global titles. Now living in Kiev. Was born in Mena. 5:85, and Zubkovska is in the lead. Pomazan now for the Ukraine, a compatriot in the women's shot put. 11:15 in the lead at the moment. Solid throw, just shy of the 13. So Niamh McCarthy just the 4 in this, but still it'll be very, very competitive.
Definitely, there's still medals to win at the end of the day, so you just have to see how they all get on now, I suppose.
Pomazan getting it out to 12 meters 30, and that's the lead for her. It's quite tight between her and Wang Jun of China, just the 6 centimeters. But for your event, technique-wise, how different is it as we see Maleševská going out for a third round attempt? Currently in third position, 7:43, but it being a short stature event, how different is it to other categories of throwing?
I suppose in my category especially, it's not really that different because there aren't any particular adaptations I need to take in the technique. So, you know, I'm just, I suppose, watching the Olympic throwers and trying to do the same.
Good throw by Maleševská, that was. Lifetime best, 781 as well, she's third. Kaniuk of Belarus in the long jump.
So her first attempt. Kaniuk, the T12 women's long jump. White flag given. Picked up bronze back here at this stadium in 2012, silver at last year's European Championships. Solid takeoff, solid jump. 5:19 for her. Lifetime best of 5:83. She's in fourth position.
Heat 2 of the men's 100 meters T38 features the reigning world and Paralympic champion Hu Jianwen, plus the Pan Am champion Kyle Whitehouse of Canada. Running through the field, 6 European Championship medals in the career so far of Lorenzo Alba Ledeca Martinez of Spain. He's in 2. Lane 3 from Colombia. Silver in the javelin in Rio, Luis Fernando Lukumi Villegas. The Pan Am champion for Canada from St. Catharines, Ontario, Kyle Whitehouse. Lane 5 for Ukraine. 3 golds in the Europeans in Swansea in 2014. The former European 100 meters champion Mikita Senik. Lane 6 for Nicaragua. 13th in the 200 meters here, Luis Prado. For South Africa, the new world 200 meters champion, Diane Bass. And the reigning world and Paralympic champion for China in lane 8, Hu Jianwen, who retained his long jump title here but lost his 200 meter crown. 11:78 is the fastest loser's target time. It's the first 3 to go through, plus the next 2 fastest losers. Bass, the 400 meters Paralympic champion, and now the 200 meters world champion, his first world crown. So it's Alba Ledeca Martinez in 2, Lukumi Villegas in 3, Whitehouse 4, Senik 5, Luis Prado 6, Bass 7, and Hu Jianwen in lane 8. First 3 to qualify. Away first time, Prado left behind a little bit. What a start by Hu Jianwen. He's got a title to defend after all. Hu going well. Senik also, and now Bass moving up into second. But Hu Jianwen takes it with Senik and Bass also there, and they'll be the 3 who qualify. 11.14 the winning time. Quite routine in the end for Hu Jianwen, but he's parred away very well. Not a bad start by Bass, but Hu with the season's best. 11.15, it's more than half a second off his season's best. Senik just moving up in a 3rd place, but Prado just left behind at the start, but Hu Jianwen Neve on the near side, very smooth and comfortable.
I don't think there was any question really that he would be finishing that race for everybody. But no, it was a good race, and just seeing the South Africans come through, because there's 2 now, I suppose, in those heats, so that's good.
Very good margin for him. The interesting thing is that Bass's time hasn't come up yet, everybody else's has, but he's certainly in 2nd place. And Prado just cut out there, but Hu wasn't the reigning world and Paralympic champion. 3 goals in Doha, 2 in Rio, and so far 1 here. And that was in the long jump. You can tell he wants this crown. So who takes it? 11.15. Base in second and Senik third. Whitehouse making it also. So Hu Jianwen, the fastest as well, ahead of Edson Pinheiro. Base, Senik, O'Hanlon. Looks a good final.
So let's go back to the women's long jump T12, the second round for Katarina Müller-Rotgard, who's in third position, 5.20. With her first, that's 3 centimetres off her season best. That more than likely won't be an improvement, even though it's given the white flag for the German.
It's already won 2 silvers on the track this week at these Worlds, the 100 and the 200.
Müller-Rotgard, 4.97, doesn't improve. She remains in third position.
And Malashevska of Poland as we head towards the end of the women's shot put. 7.81 lifetime best in round 3, but she needs an extra 4.5 meters in order to get higher up. And Anna looks over, the Czech Republic is breathing down her neck. She'll stay in third with that 6.53. Wang Jun of China. Lying second still, 12.24. Pomazan leading 12.30. That's a solid one again. She's the reigning Paralympic champion. And it looks as if it's going to get tighter in the final exchanges here, Niamh, as well.
It certainly is. It can always come down to the last row sometimes, so this is going to be an exciting final round.
$11.91. She's still 6 centimeters behind our leader from Ukraine, Maria Pomazan. Can she increase her lead? Pomazan, the championship record holder, the defending champion. That's a solid one. That might just be beyond 12.30. And the determination's there for her to defend the crown successfully. Do you start tiring this stage of the competition? It's further, 12.33. But you start tiring late on.
You would. I mean, I suppose the stress gets to you as well. So, you know, being able to go to a good round, the last round is a good feat.
Oksana Zubkovska of Ukraine, season best, 5.85, her second attempt for the Ukrainian. Women's long jump, T12, Zubkovska. She likes that one. Puff of white chalk as she takes off. Gold medalist at the last 3 Paralympics. Gold medalist at the last 2 World Championships. She's heading for another one here. She improves her season best by 1 centimetre. So this is the first heat of the men's 200 metres T37. World record holder in this category goes in heat 2, Patricia Ferreira dos Santos. Silver already over 100 metres. Johansson Nascimento of Brazil, and the gold in the 2012 London Paralympics goes here. And Donis Oresti, silver in 2008, bronze here over 400 metres already, 9th over 100. He was 4th at last year's Europeans. Michał Darus of Poland, bronze over 100 metres already, silver in this event in 2015 and 2013. Johansson Nascimento, there he is, gold in 2012 in the T46 category, gold in Doha 2 years ago. He's the T45 world record and championship record holder. Kasper Filso, his first event here, placing 8th last year at the European Championships. Potashing of Austria, 6th in the 400 metres already, 5th in Europe last year. And Tanner Wright of the USA represents Memorial University in American football as a kicker for the Warhawks from Texas. 4th over the 100 metres already. Can he get into the medals in the latter stages of this competition? The first three will go through. 2 fastest losers will advance. Oresti in 7, Darus in 6, Nascimento in 5, Filso in 4, Potashing in 3, and Tanner on the inside goes in 2. There is Johansson Nascimento, the T45 world record and championship record holder, who now competes in the 246 category. T47 event this though. Now Nascimento gets away, but the quickest to get away there is Michał Darus of Poland out there in the lane 6, and Darus takes the lead as they go around, and on the inside now it's Nascimento of Brazil who makes up that ground, but leading at the moment it's Tanner Wright, who came 4th in the 100 metres. He's in first position. It will be the first 3 that goes through. They're having a look across. Tanner Wright will take first, Johansson Nascimento goes across in 2nd, and then it will be Michał Darus of Poland who goes across in 3rd place. 22:31. Tanner Wright takes first across the line. No real pressure on in that race there as they looked across the runners towards the end. They do lifetime best of 22:31 for the man from the United States of America. Nascimento in 2nd, Michał Darus of Poland. Bronze in the 100 metres here already. He'll be looking for silver or gold when he goes in the final of the 200 metres. They get away, look at Darus there out in lane 6. Straight away in the first few strides, he's already up on the Cypriot and Donis Oresti. Glides around that bend. And there in the blue on the inside in lane 2, Tanner Wright with the hat on back to front. Moves down the inside lane. You already saw Nascimento. He had a look across, right, then left. And then Darus, he had a look up behind him at Oresti of Cyprus. He's looking again. He realises he's home safe. No need to put the pressure on there. A very simple first 3 on that one. Good bend there from Tanner Wright. Came out of it in first place. Nascimento just cruising through, having a look. Darus having a look. Look right, look left, looks right again. Too easy for the pole. In 3rd position, he had plenty in the tank there. So 22:31 for Tanner Wright. Johansson Nascimento in 2nd. Michał Darus 22:55. The time they'll be looking to beat them, 22:76. Oresti at present will be the fastest qualifier.
Back to the long jump, Linda Hamri of Algeria. A no jump in the opening round, and this her 2nd attempt. T12, remember, it is medium visual impairment. 4 times major championship medalist. Silver in the last 2 Worlds. Bronze in Rio. Silver in London in this stadium. She's going with the guide. Launched herself out well. Good chance of getting into the medals. 5:20 is 3rd place at the moment for Captain Mono Rothgart, the 100 and 200 silver medalist. And Hamri goes into the bronze medal position. 5:38. Last chance for Wang to take gold.
Wang in second position at present. Has some work to do. Don't think that'll be enough. It won't be. So people won't be Wang chanting tonight. They might be having fun tonight, though. She'll take the silver medal. Good crowd building here on Friday evening. Blue seems to be the colour. Coordination all round. There it is again. Parmesan has the gold medal wrapped up, but what can she do with her final attempt? Winner in Doha 2 years ago. Dear, oh dear, that is big. Certainly wasn't holding back. Had the gold wrapped up already. Oh dear, 12.63. Improves her mark and takes the gold medal. Parmesan, the gold medalist in 2015. Also from 2011 and 13 as well, so that's 4 in a row. And she was the silver medalist last year, so she loves the World Championships, a 4th consecutive world title for the Ukrainian. Why wouldn't she smile? Confirmation then of that result. Maria Parmesan, 12.63, takes first place. Wang Jun, the season best of 12.24, takes the silver. Malajewska of Poland in third place with a new lifetime best.
Katrin Muller-Rothgart in the long jump. Third round, she's lying fourth. 5 meters 20. She's 18 centimeters off the medals. Linda Hamre now in third, knocking her down with a previous attempt. So Muller-Rothgart has been European champion a couple of times over on the track. Launched herself way out there. It's a white flag. Bronze in the long jump of the Europeans in Grosseto last year. The stadium, by the way, where the European juniors are on right now. Ireland won a gold medal in that today. Gina Akpi-Moses. Muller-Rothgart, 4.94. She stays in fourth place. Heat 2 then of the men's 200 meters T37, and the 400 meters world champion and the 100 meters world champion from this week come head to head. Matzinger and Ferreira dos Santos. So starting off with lane 7, the new 400 meters world champion. Double Paralympic champion at London 2012, Gunther Matzinger. Lane 6 for Japan. Gold at the Asian Games in the 4x1, Tomoki Tagawa. 10th in the 100 meters here this week for the United States, Jack Briggs. Lane 4 for Brazil, the reigning Paralympic and now world 100 meters champion, Patricia Ferreira dos Santos. And in lane 3 for Argentina, 7th in the 100 meters here in London, Brian Nahuel Villarreal. 22.76 is the fastest loser's time. Matzinger's been on the IAAF circuit as well. He's been a national champion and helped Austria to European Team Championship promotion 2 years ago in Baku, which was part of the European Games. So Villarreal in 3, Ferreira dos Santos 4, Briggs 5, Tagawa 6, Matzinger 7, the first 3 to qualify. So a first time, solid by Tagawa in 6, Matzinger though, been here before, the 400 meters champion, going well in 7, Briggs has moved up well. Ferreira dos Santos now, the 100 meters champion, using his speed of the 2, and he's pulling away. Patricio Ferreira dos Santos will win this convincingly. A message to the rest. Villarreal and Matzinger also through in 2nd and 3rd, but that was the message. 22.17. And he goes through with ease. can run faster, he can run 3/4 of a second faster. And Villarreal and Matzinger will go through as well. But you have to say, Niamh, if there was a message to be sent out, he sent that out very loudly.
Totally, very clear who was going to win that race again.
Great start it was on the outside by Matzinger as well as Chagua, but Ferreira dos Santos, as soon as he straightened up, reached the final bend, away he went and screamed through to victory, and a very big winning margin as well. All the times haven't come up yet, but look at that gap. That's what, 10 meters, maybe a little bit more, and Ferreira dos Santos easily through to the final. Margin must have been around a second. Matzinger and Villarreal going through also.
It's going to make it difficult tonight as well, Will, for any records. There's a slight headwind at the present time as those athletes come into the home straight, so could provide a few complications.
Sped up fantastically. The foundation set in the first 100, and then away he went in the final 100. 22.17 the winning time. Villarreal and Matzinger have been given the same time. It's taken a while for them to deliberate that. But another fabulous crowd, and the crowds, Niamh, terrific all week. Fabulous support. I know a lot of athletes have said they'd love it to stay here, but the atmosphere's been marvellous.
It's been tremendous. It's just made the event so much. The atmosphere has just really made it. Couldn't have asked more.
So Azimi with his first attempt. Men's shot put F53. The athletes take all 3 attempts at the same time. 57 years of age, this man. 7.70 with his first. He was the bronze medalist in Rio last year.
Kaniuk in the long jump. The T12, 5th place at the moment, the Belarusian, but it's her 3rd attempt. 5.19 and 5.18 so far. She's 20 centimeters off the medals. What a good quality athlete. Silver in Grosseto in the Europeans last year, and previously a world championship bronze medalist in 2011. Way back to Athens 04. Look at those marks though. Stays 3rd. Ferreira dos Santos winning the 2nd heat of the men's 200 meters T37, 22.17 seconds. Villarreal by a couple of thousandths, given 2nd place over Gunther Matzinger, but they are all through, those 3. Ferreira dos Santos with a very good qualifying time and winning his heat. Right, Nascimento Terrace next on the list. Nice crowd again tonight. So here's how we are at halfway in the women's long jump. Zavkovska leading for Ukraine, 5.86. Sarah Martinez and Linda Hamry in the silver and bronze medal position at the moment, but very tight between 2nd and 5th. So Sarah Fernandez-Roldan will be first to go in the 4th round. Anyway, Niamh, when you're down there in the field, particularly, obviously the track athletes a lot closer to the crowd, but does the atmosphere sort of emanate through to you?
It does, it trickles through. You can't really ignore it.
Very inspiring.
Oh, it is, completely. I mean, everybody likes someone shouting your name.
Can't beat that. Sara Fernandez-Roldan's going to go next for Spain. 4:55, her best so far in the competition. And Zabkowska, 5:86 our leader. She is passing up the remainder of her attempts. Whether it's an injury or massive confidence, we'll have to see. Fernandez-Roldan to get things up and running then in this final round. Have you come across that before in any competition you've had, where somebody's been leading and then maybe it's injury, but maybe it's confidence in saying, right, that's it?
Not in my own, but I have seen it happen in others, and there's always the question as to why, if they're just happy with what they got or if there's a reason behind it.
Well, Fernandez-Roldan needs to add about a metre onto what she has at the moment, about 90 centimetres in truth, to get into the medals. A very good athlete in terms of the track and the field, particularly at European level. She has regularly medalled in the past couple of European Championships. Again, it's about 4.5. And Greg Rutherford, who was an Olympic long jump champion, watching this competition intently. World and Olympic titles going his way. Good to have him here. No improvement for Sara Fernandez-Roldan, though. 4:52 meters, and she's in 6th.
So the men's 200 metres T11 final. David Brown in lane 3. The world record holder of the USA goes with his guide, Jerome Avery. Timothy Adolphe will go from lane 7. He was 4th in the 400 metres, disqualified with victory in reach, just metres away when Daniel Martins had already fallen. The reigning European champion over 200 metres is Adolphe. Fan Zitan of China, 5th over 100 metres and 400 metres at these championships. There is in lane 3 the world record holder David Brown and Jerome Avery. Team Bravery, as known as. Gold already in the 100 metres. Some of the best online videos you'll ever see as well for those two. Di Dong Dong, silver over 400, bronze over 100 at these championships. He was a semi-finalist in Rio last year. David Brown, the Paralympic and 2-time world champion over 100 metres. He holds the world record set back in 2014 in Walnut in California for the T11 200 metres. Complete visual impairment. All the athletes must run with a guide. And if you've ever tried running any distance, try doing it with your eyes closed. And you'll see how difficult this is and how important, Neve, the guides are in this situation.
There is no way the race could be run without them, so, but it just, I suppose the guides themselves, you know, the commitment needed, it just makes for a phenomenal race.
We can see there Jerome Avery just tethering himself to David Brown. You also see the two guides, including Avery on the inside, are running on the left-hand side of the runner. The two on the outside are running on the right-hand side. It's just a preference thing. You don't have to be on one particular side. They all get away. The first on basking is Brown and Avery, who get away very, very quickly indeed in lane 3. Also doing well on the outside of Timothy Adolphe of France, and it's Adolphe who slightly had it going around there, but as they straighten up, it's David Brown, but Adolphe on the outside is going very, very close. Adolphe is going to get it. Timothy Adolphe of France is going to cause a massive shock. Timothy Adolphe gets it. Oh, Avery's fallen at the end. He takes in 3rd place there. Di Dong Dong on the inside finishes at the last, and Fan Zitan of China, who picks up 2nd place. David Brown, well, they've fallen towards the end. We'll just have to have a quick look, but I can tell you that Timothy Adolphe has picked up the win. Now, Adolf, fourth in the 400 metres, disqualified when he had the opportunity to win when Daniel Martins dropped just before the line. Adolf missed out there. He hasn't missed out here in this race.
I hope they haven't made the same mistake again. It was very tight. It's given us a continental record, but astonishing drama here.
Well, let's see. 23:08. There was no doubting Adolf got away. Brown in lane 3. Ran that corner well. They were looking good. As they straightened up, Adolf and his guy, Yannick Fonzat. Around they come. Brown's in first place. You can see Avery there. Hustling, gets Brown. Get him along. Van Zetan trying to do his best. It's this stage here where Brown and Avery really struggle. But let's have a look here as they go across the line. Adolf slightly. Well, I can tell you there, that will be a disqualification.
I don't believe it.
That will be a disqualification. I don't think Fonzat, even though he's celebrating with Timothy Adolf, will be given that win. I think that might go to the judges. And we may have a different result. And we may have, from pure joy to disappointment for Timothy Adolf. You can just see there, the official has moved across. Well, Yannick Fonzat is always just slightly ahead. The athlete has to finish ahead of the guide for it to be a legal run. Now, Fonzat, I think he's taken his eye off the ball there. It has got across in first place. And it may be, Brown did go across before his guide, even though there was a slip, so he did finish there, but I think Van Zetan might end up picking up the gold medal. Well, we had drama, didn't we, in the 400-metre race? We've got drama in the 200 metres.
It'll show up in the photo finish, certainly, but for the moment, it's Adolf.
Well, Timothy Adolf taking the plaudits. But I don't know if that is going to stand. Unofficial at the moment, has not been ratified. European record of 23:08. But the athletes are waiting because it has not been ratified as an official result. Van Zetan will pick up the gold if it is changed. Now here's the unofficial result of that men's 200 metres T11. A new European record for Timothy Adolf in 23:08. And I can tell you that he has been disqualified. So, breaking news, Timothy Adolf has been disqualified for his guide, Yannick Fonzat, crossing the line first. So that means Van Zetan of China picks up gold. 5th in the 100, 5th in the 400. He picks up the gold in the 100 in the men's 200 metres T11. Disappointment for Adolf. David Brown, the world record holder, in second position, 23:35. He went across, even though his guide went down. David Brown finished ahead of his guide, and it's China in third position. Di Dong Dong, 23:77. But drama of the highest proportion here on Friday evening in the men's 200 metres T11 final. Timothy Adolf, who finished first, has been disqualified because that man on the right there, his guide, Yannick Fonzat, has crossed the line ahead of Timothy Adolf. What drama, what excitement for the crowd, what disappointment for Adolf.
It's now happened to him twice.
So here they go. You'll see David Brown there, struggling. Adolf, this happened in the 400 when Daniel Martins was struggling on the inside. It was Adolf who would have taken the win. He went down, they missed out. Just there, Fonzat goes across ahead of his guide. Now you saw on the inside on the ground there, that's David Brown's guide, Jerome Avery, but Brown does cross the line by himself in first place ahead of his guide, but it is Van Zetan who takes the win.
Martinez of Spain in the women's long jump T12. An event that, not this particular category, but Marie-Amélie Lefebvre has been a long jump specialist as well as on the track. She's right in front of us on French TV. She was celebrating with their full crew a few moments ago, and then the head started to shake. Now Spain have got a great chance here. They've a pair of Saras in this. Fernandez Roldan in 6th place. Martinez in 2nd with that 5:43 in the opening round. And Subkovska appears to have withdrawn her passes for rounds 4, 5 and 6. She passed up round 3. Martinez remains 2nd with a 5:33. And the reigning world and Paralympic champion, Oksana Subkovska, is back from Kiev. It would have been extreme confidence if she'd retired after 2 rounds. Here she goes out towards 6 meters. The old competitive juices are back again.
I think it would be hard for anybody to watch their competition finish without them.
So Subkovska going out again towards 6 meters. Remember, the measurement is made from the final impact. So even though it looks as if she's landed around 570, there will be a few centimeters added to that. And remember, it is manual measuring with the tape, because they're measuring the point from takeoff to landing. Unlike in the IAAF season. Here we go! She's improved, 5.94. The lead is 51 centimeters to Martinez in 2nd place. What a beautiful London night it is for this final of the men's 200 meters T12. Features the new 400 meters world champion in this, Madi Afri of Morocco. Muna Martinez, Goncalves have also won medals here in London. Jamil Nasser of Algeria, 4th in the 200 and the 400 meter finals in the World Championships in Lyon in 2013. Lane 5 for Morocco, the new World 400 meters champion, Madi Afri. In lane 3 for Spain, the reigning European 400 meters champion, bronze in the 100 meters here, Juan Muna Martinez. And in lane 1 for Portugal, the former world 400 meters champion twice over, silver in the 400 final here, Luis Goncalves. Guides are optional, but they're not being used here. And Mateusz Michalski is now in a different vision category. Medium visual impairment this is. Goncalves in 1, Muna Martinez in 3, Madi Afri in 5, and Nasser in lane 7. The final of the men's 200 meters T12. Well, they're away. Good start, Afri in 5, the 400 meters champion. What about the 400 silver medalist Goncalves on the inside? Nasser's flying brilliantly at the moment. Can he keep it up for his first major championship medal? Here goes Madi Afri now. Afri for Morocco hitting the front. Muna Martinez in 2nd place. Afri will win it. Muna Martinez. And a photo for 3rd, 22.39. Goncalves might just have pipped Nasser for that. But it's an excellent golden double from Madi Afri of Morocco. The 400 and now the 200. 22.39. And no doubt about that. Muna Martinez the silver and Goncalves the bronze. more Moroccan joy and more Moroccan gold. Muna Martinez with his first individual silver medal on the global stage. Bronze on the 100 here, and now silver in the 200. Great joy for the 21-year-old, a world champion on the double. And for Luis Goncalves, a bronze in the 200 to add to a silver in the 4. Got away very well. And Nasser of Algeria, who's never won a major championship medal before, a couple of 4th places in Lyon 4 years ago. He started fantastically here, but as the race went on, Niamh, Nasser was just dragged back in, and Afri hit the front.
I think it was, again, an exciting one to watch, but he won it well, but it was a tight field at the end of the day as well.
Afri pushing up right towards the line. He knew at this stage the gold was surely going to be his. He'd have had the awareness of where Muna Martinez was. And obviously you've got the big screen right in front also. Muna Martinez dipping, and that's so tight for 3rd. Goncalves has been given it. Same time as Nasser, but obviously went down to thousands. Hard luck on the Algerian. 4th for the 3rd time in a World Championship final, but Afri takes his 2nd gold of these World Championships. He's jumped into the crowd in celebration, but Afri doubles up in the 2 and the 4. He was 5th in the 100 meters, but there's no stopping him here. And I tell you, there is no stopping him here. Mady Afri, the world champion over 200 meters, Muna Martinez the silver, and Luis Goncalves the bronze.
Well, I hope Mady Afri has got a ticket for that section of the crowd. The stewards might be after him.
Ilchina of Ukraine as we get underway in the women's discus. This is F12, it's medium visual impairment. Lots happening in the field tonight. There are 7 events. And that is the lead, 35-64. It's good that we've got a discus medalist with us. Mariela Almada of Argentina with her first round throw. And visual impairment, I mean, again, you have to consider what's done to get it out there.
To be able to throw over 35 when you can't see is just, it's just mind-bending, really. I can't even fathom it myself.
Almada in the medals for now. 35 meters 12, she's in 2nd place. Tamara Sivakova of Belarus.
She won her first gold back at the 1994 European Championships in Berlin. That's how long she's been around for. 37.96 is her lifetime best. Not quite pushing up to that one. Just over the 35-meter mark, 35.59. Sivakova in 2nd place, the Belarusian. There is Almada, who competes for River Plate in Argentina. Not a bad football team either. Currently in 1st position. She was 5th at these championships back in 2015. So our 2nd attempt, 35.12. It did have her in 1st position. She's currently in 4th. Major drama on the track already tonight. Are we going to have any major drama in the field events? Not so much there. It is a legal throw. What'd you make of that, Niamh?
She didn't quite connect with it, but, you know, she's still thrown better so far tonight, so we'll have to see where she goes from here.
Up around that 35-metre mark. She stays fourth, doesn't improve on her opening attempt. 33.18 for the Argentine. So staying with the discus throw of 12, Perkinova of Uzbekistan. That is out there around the 40-metre mark. That's nice. Nice indeed. And why wouldn't you like it? A new lifetime best, 38.17 for the lady from Uzbekistan. Back to the track, the men's 400 metres, T36. James Turner twice broke the 200 metres world record on his way to gold. Paralympic champion Paul Blake, who Turner beat over 800 metres in Rio last year, also starts. It's a New Zealander. There's two of them in this race. The 19-year-old Keegan Pitcher, his hero, his fellow New Zealander William Stedman, who also competes. Pitcher was 7th over 200 at these championships. James Turner broke the world record for the 200 metres in the heat and final, winning gold. The 21-year-old also won 800 in Rio. Roman Pavlik of the Ukraine, he's won silver in the 2016 Paralympics, bronze in 2015 in this event. He was 5th here over 200 metres. He's won gold in the long jump. Jakub Riga of Poland, he's a 28-year-old PE teacher who says he doesn't have dreams, he has goals. Gabriel de Jesus Quadriholman of Nicaragua, the 24-year-old from Panama. Nicaragua is a flag bearer in the opening of both the 2012 and 16 Paras. And here's Paul Blake of Great Britain, wait for the cheer here. He picked up an MBE this year, won gold in Rio last year. James Turner beat him in the 800 metres at those same Paralympics though. William Stedman runs in lane 3, the New Zealander, 4th in the long jump already here. Bronze in 2016 plus bronze over 800 metres in the Paralympics last year. And Krzysztof Kiska of Poland, the 19-year-old, silver over 200 metres here. 4th in Rio last year as he looks for improvement. And a medal does the pole. So Spetsov, of course, with the world and championship record. Don't discount that man though. He's already got the record over 200 metres. Can he take it? Over 4. Triska goes from 2 from Poland. Stedman in 3. Blake in 4. Quadriholman in 5. Riga in 6. Pavlik in 7. James Turner already won over 200 metres, going in 8. Keegan Pitcher in 9. They get away and Turner gets away very quickly indeed. There's a bit of a struggle back on the inside there. The Pole, Jakub Riga, as he slows down around that corner, but way in front, it is James Turner of Australia. Well, Paul Blake has got some work to do, does the Paralympic champion. He'll hold his form, he'll hold his technique, he'll know that this is a 400-metre race. They've only now got to the 200 metres. Has James Turner gone out too quickly in front? He broke the world record over the 200 metres. This is where he should come into his own, but Paul Blake of Great Britain, he picked up that MBE this year. He's really roaring around now as they come into the home straight. It's James Turner of Australia. Can he hold on? He's got 70 to go. He's got 60 to go. He's got 50 to go. He's going to win it. If he can hold his form towards the line, he's starting to tighten up somewhat. And coming through on the inside is the pole. But James Turner picks up the win. 54.28 for the 21-year-old. He's really tightened up going across, but he's happy. He's won the 400 metres. He's won the 200 metres before that. He's a double world champion. James Turner with a new Oceania record at 54.27 seconds. But Chuska's come home in second place. The pole down the inside in lane 2. And Keegan Pitcher with a new lifetime best for him. Home in 3rd position. The man who started from lane 9, he got out quick. It's hard running from the front. He didn't do it for a great deal of time because that man overtook him and did the rest of the running. James Turner, look at him come around there. The form he's shown there, Neve, was incredible.
He got such a quick start, and to be fair, he held on till the end.
Well, I thought after the 200 metres, he went so quickly, I thought he'd still be running now. James Turner, you can see here in the straight, he starts to tighten up a bit now. At this point, Paul Blake is in 2nd position, the man who won gold at the Paralympics, and he tightens up. Remembering this is a coordination impairment category, so the athletes will tend to tighten up muscularly as they get towards the line. It's a long distance, 400 metres. It's a tough distance. It's one of the toughest. James Turner takes first, Juska in 2nd, Keegan Pitcher in 3rd, but there is James Turner coming down the straight. I spoke to the Australian Chief Executive Officer of Australian Paralympics, Lynn Anderson, just a couple of days ago after he won that 200. She was thrilled. The whole camp were thrilled. James Turner was thrilled. And you can imagine what they'll think now that he's won the 400 to go with the 200. So a new Oceania record for James Turner, 54.27. Krzysztof Juska of Poland picks up the silver, and Keegan Pitcher of New Zealand, a new lifetime best of 55.23. So we move back now to the women's discus throw. F12, Zhao Yu Ping with her 2nd attempt. She's already won gold in the javelin here. That's up around the 36-metre mark. She was silver in this event back in 2015. Decent enough, Neve?
It's a solid throw, but I think she can do better. But it's, you know, good effort.
Well, her lifetime best is 41.18. She's not anywhere up near that. 36.35. She has a throw, though. She's in the silver medal position. Ilchina of Ukraine, bronze medalist at last World Championships. Well, that's out around the 40-metre mark. Her lifetime best is only 38.87. Fair to say she'll be beating that.
That was a great flight, and she had a terrific speed as well.
Terrific speed, terrific throw, 38.78. She's just missed out on a new lifetime record, but she's in top spot.
Hamre in the long jump. Round 5. She's in the bronze medal position with a 5.38. Oh, that's good. That looks a little bit further. 5.43 for Sarah Martinez. It's really tightening up. Catherine Muller-Rothgart still back in 4th place. 18 centimetres behind Hamre. She's won 3 major championship silvers, 2 in the last World Championships, 5.42, bronze medal position. Martinez then, looking to improve on that 5.43. With Hamre just 1 centimetre behind now. Martinez going out. Will that be enough to improve? She gets the white flag. Hung in the air well. Medium visual impairment, remember. 5 meters 50. She improves her distance, but not her placing. And our leader from Ukraine, Oksana Zubkovska, 5.94, in the 4th round. The 3 times Paralympic champion and double world champion. Oh, she used the ball really well, went far out. And that's heading out towards 6 meters. White flag, no problem there. And Dubkovska quite confident. Wavering a little bit on the track. Stayed between the long white lines. 5.95, a centimetre better off. Muller-Rothgart now in the final round. Can she get into the medals? 5 meters 20 her best. Hamri in 3rd place, 5.42. Silver in the 100 and the 200 here for the German. She's European champion over those distances. What about this runway? Doesn't look it. Around 5 meters. And Muller-Rothgart looks like she's going to finish outside the medals. We've only had, across the entire competition, only 2 no jumps. Muller-Rothgart, 4.90, and it will be 4th for her. So the men's 800 meters T20 features the world and Paralympic champion, Mikey Brannigan of the United States. This is the intellectual category. Lane 9 for Japan, 8th in the 800 meters at the last Worlds in Doha, Yuki Uemura. The double 400 meters world champion for Brazil, Daniel Martins. The reigning world and Paralympic champion over 1,500 meters, Mikey Brannigan. Silver in the 1,500 meters here behind Brannigan for Portugal, Cristiano Pereira. In lane 5 for Britain, from Ballyclare in Northern Ireland, 6th in the 1,500 meters here, James Hamilton. Silver in the 800 meters at the Europeans in Grosseto last year. For Poland, Sylwester Jacek. For Japan in lane 3, 4th in the 400 meters at the last Asia Games in Incheon 3 years ago, Kazuki Honda. And lane 2 for Denmark, 8th in the 1,500 meters here, Mohamed Hersi. It's the first 3 to qualify for the final, and the next 2 fastest losers. This is the men's 800 meters T20. So away we go, the top 3 to go through. Brannigan, certainly the one to watch after winning the 1,500 meters in the last 3 major world championships, and Daniel Martins has done the same. In Doha, Rio, and here in London, Martins winning all the 400 crowns, and Brannigan the 1,500 meters, the first autistic American athlete to win a Paralympic gold medal. Well, Uemura going straight out ahead with Honda. Wonder if there'll be a little bit of teamwork here. Uemura and Honda taking it up for Japan. Honda moving up ahead of the rest with Jacek there for Poland. Uemura in 3rd place for Japan. Moving up for Britain, James Hamilton in 4th place. Bit of a gap back to Mikey Brannigan in 5th. It's going to be an interesting melting pot between the 400 and the 1,500 champions here in the 8. But it's Japan, Poland, Japan, Britain, United States as they hit the bell. Honda taking it up still for Japan. Now Brannigan beginning to move up. For a second looked at the way he was standing. Now look at this. Here goes the British athlete Hamilton. Hamilton out in front for Britain with 300 to go. Getting a lot of home support here. Honda in 2nd place. Now here comes Brannigan in 3rd. For Poland, it's Jacek in fourth. And Brannigan is moving up and moving up. Remember, it's only the top three who'll go through. Hamilton leading that with 200 to go. But Brannigan is still going, overtaking the British athlete James Hamilton to hit the front in the closing straight. Brannigan from New York AC. Look at him go. It's almost like a final turn. Brannigan's going to win this. Hamilton holding up in second. Bit of a battle to hold on to second, but Brannigan will win it. Jacek in second place. Bit of a dip for Hamilton in third. And Honda fourth, 1:57.99. And Brannigan gets the win.
I love watching that man run, Michael Brannigan. He went in the Millrose Games in New York earlier this year, 7th in the mile there. He is a class athlete. Saw him run in Doha a couple of years back. He's gone from strength to strength, staying confident, knows his own abilities. Hamilton went early, but you just watch Brannigan come around the outside there. He's the king of the T20 category at the moment, is Michael Brannigan. And he's shown again there with his nous. He knows how to run a race, whether it be the 1,500 metres or whether it be the 800 metres. He knew how to qualify. He knew the top three went through. And when you saw the athletes go across the line, he wasn't blowing too hard. He timed it well. He timed it to perfection.
The thing about the T20s, remember, is that tactical awareness is not part of their makeup. They have to do various tests to make sure that's the case. Brannigan, solid runner, and the same time for Jacek and Hamilton. PB for Hamilton in third. Brannigan wins 1:57.99 with Jacek of Poland and Hamilton of Britain also through.
So back to the last round of the women's F12 long jump. Silver medalist from Spain, Sarah Martinez. Close enough to the board. 5:53, her new best in this competition, takes the silver medal. But here is your gold medalist, Oksana Zubkovska of Ukraine. Season best 5:95 in her 5th attempt. Here she goes with her final one. What can she come up with? The lady who holds both the world and championship records. That could be even further. She likes it indeed. Given the white flag, it looks around the 6-metre mark. Her 5th improved on her 4th. Will her final jump improve on the 5th? It certainly looked like it. Nice takeoff, nice kick in the air, nice jump. Should be a nice result. And it is a new season best. She breaks her one. She said only a few moments ago, 7 centimetres further, 6:02. There is the gold medalist from Ukraine. What a jumper. Past 3 Paralympic titles. This now 3rd consecutive World Championship crown for Oksana Zubkovska. 6:02, a new season best. Ukraine pick up another gold medal. Confirmation then of the result. Oksana Zubkovska of Ukraine takes gold, 6:02. Martinez of Spain with the silver, and Algeria's Linda Hamri, 5:42, with the bronze medal.
Almada in round 5 of the discus. This F12 medium visual impairment, where Orsina Ilchina leads for Ukraine with 38.78. It's barely half a metre between first and second. There's half a metre between third and fourth. And Almeida down in fifth, 35 metres 12. Long throw out around 35, but Mariela Almada will not progress any further than that, I think. .33.85, Almada stays in fifth. Sivakova next up for Belarus. 35.82, needs an extra half a metre. When you're in this situation, the simple question, how do you get the extra half a metre?
I don't know yet. I did it in Rio, so I'm not... The answer is what I'm still looking for, I suppose, but you never know what might happen in the final rounds.
Sivakova might just have got that. It's beyond 35. Zhao Yuping in third, 36.35. Sivakova with a second round attempt had moved it up to 35.82. She has got extra distance, but not enough. 36 metres 20. She stays in fourth place.
The second heat of the men's 800 metres T20, the intellectual impairment category. Michael Brannigan, the 1500 metre champion, won the previous heat. Poland's Rafał Kork, who won bronze over 1500 metres. And home favourite Steve Morris, the ones to look out for. In lane 9, Luna Kopuzlu of Turkey, 6 over 400 metres. He was 8th in this event at the European Championships last year. Rafał Kork, the man to look out for, bronze over 1500. Spain's Delibert Rodriguez Ramirez, bronze over the 400 metres. His first time over this distance at a major championships. Cordova Lopez of Ecuador, his first major championships. And inside him in lane 5, it's Yusuke Yamanuchi of Japan, who was 10th in the 1500 metres here, 6th back in 2015 in Doha in this event. Wait for the cheer for Steve Morris of Great Britain, 4th over 1500 metres already. He was 4th in the European Championships last year in Grosseto. And Michael Murray of the USA was due to go from lane 2, but he is a non-starter. As is Lewis Donovan Jason Babaye of Mauritius. So back we go for the second attempt. Asked to stand up again. It looks like there's been a bit of a wobble. We had this situation last night, didn't we? He's not up at the right line. Lane 6, Cordova Lopez of Ecuador. So a green card given. Few nerves, anticipation does get to the athletes. We've got another stop. Well, I think this has happened a couple of times in these events. The starter is keeping them for a very long time. There's a slight wobble. They're asking them to move up, and some of the athletes are taking too long. Nerves at the best of times. This, of course, is the T20 intellectual impairment category. So take 4. Well, they held them for a long time again, but this time they're happy with it, and they all get away on the outside there. It's Kapuzlu of Turkey who moves away, but very, very quickly. Steve Morris of Great Britain, well, he's gone out extremely quick. Of course, he does have the home support in this race, does Morris. You just hope that he hasn't gone out too quickly in that opening 150 metres. As they move down to the 200-metre lap in this men's 800 metres T20 event, the second of the heats. The top three will go through automatically. With them, we'll have the next two fastest from these heats who will go through as the fastest losers. As it stands at present, it is Steve Morris of Great Britain who goes out in front. And it's Raphael Cork, bronze over 1,500 metres already, who goes out in second position. You can throw a blanket over the rest of them as they come down to take the bell. 400 metres remaining. Steve Morris in first. Going across the line there, it's Cork of Poland in second. And then it's the Turk, Kapuzlu, sixth over the 400 metres, so he knows pace in that. But coming up there, it's Cordova Lopez of Ecuador now, who moves into third position. Morris is out in front. I fancy, though, they may catch up with him. He may have burnt a bit too much energy in that opening 150, 200 metres, but he seems to have kicked again, and the rest, they thought they were catching up to him, but Morris is going to get, he'll get an almighty cheer, even though it's a heat, as he comes around. 150 metres remaining for Steve Morris of Great Britain. He was fourth in the 1,500 metres at this championship. He's going to go through first in his heat, if he can hold his form coming down the home straight. The crowd really cheering on. There are Union Jacks everywhere. He's tightening up a little bit. Here comes Raphael Cork in second position, and in third position is Johnny Ball, Cordova Lopez, who's going to come across and take it. That's how it finishes. It's Morris in first, Cork in second, and it's the Ecuadorian Cordova Lopez who comes across in third position, the automatic qualifiers. 2 minutes, 0.35 for Steve Morris. Gives the I told you so fingers. There's your man in third place, Cordova Lopez. That's the pole. Raphael Cork, who finishes in second position. Cork was bronze over 1,500 metres of these championships. He looked like he had the measure of Morris there. Knew he had to finish in the top three. Intellectual impairment category, so sometimes the athletes can go out a little bit too quickly and not really judge how they run one of these events, but Morris did go quickly, but he had enough in the tank to hold on there at the end. Morris in first position, Cork of Poland in second, Cordova Lopez of Ecuador at his first major championships. Doing well, but there's Delabere Ramírez. So there it is, Rodrigo Ramírez in third position. Morris takes the win though with Cork in second. Brannigan goes through first. Hamilton in a new lifetime best in second position. Two qualifiers, Yamanuchi and Umura of Japan.
Final round of the women's discus. Tamara Sivakova, Belarus in fourth place. Needs 15 centimetres for the bronze. It needed to be on that 35-metre line, and Sivakova will finish in fourth place. So the medalists are secure, but in what order? Sivakova couldn't quite make it. So tight. It's bronze at least for Zhao Yuping. Silver in this 2 years ago. Gold in the javelin. An extra metre 80 would get her up into second place. She's got it beyond She's got to be on the 35-metre line, and she might have a chance here, Niamh.
I think it's going to be tight. The medals now are very tight.
It's not a wrong assessment, definitely. Got it out a good distance to Zhao. Oh! 36-32. She didn't improve in the end. So Zhao gets the bronze. Safia Burkanova. Silver in the shot put in Rio. And it will be at least silver for her here. And it's quite something how in a few categories you can jump between the discus and the shot put.
It can be done for sure, and especially the discus and shot put, they are fairly similar in technique, so it can be done.
Yeah, it was a lifetime best for her in round 2, 38-17. She needs an extra 62 centimetres to get the gold off Ilchina, but the Ukrainian will have one final say. And that will not be it. She's put a lot into the night, but it will be silver for Burkanova. Her first major championship discus medal. 38-17 her best, but her best had been earlier in the night. The former Asian indoor shot put champion. I'm not talking para-athletics there. It's the IAAF circuit. She wins the silver here in the discus. And here's our champion for Ukraine, Orsia Ilchina. (38-78) from round 3. From Lviv, her first major championship title, and that is one of her throws of the night. Previously, 1 silver and 2 bronzes. And the bronzes coming in the discus, the silver in the shot in 2011. But now she is, for the first time, a world champion. The door opening for Orsia Ilchina. She is the discus world champion. F12, 38-78, getting her the gold. So the 27-year-old Orsia Ilchina, world champion for the first time. It's Ilchina who takes it, 38-78. Burkanova of Uzbekistan the silver, and Zhao Yuping the bronze for China. The final of the women's 400 metres, T38, featuring the Paralympic champion, Kadina Cox. She's a Paralympic champion and more than this. Starting in lane 7 with Japan, 6th in the 200 metres here. From Osaka, Yuka Takamatsu. In lane 6 for Australia, bronze in the 400 metres, so the last World Championships in Doha, Tarita Blake. So now, the reigning 400 metres champion, Paralympic level, with a cycling gold medal too for Kadina Cox of Great Britain. And in lane 4 for Portugal, previously a 400 metres bronze medalist at Sydney 2000, Maria Fernandez. So much support, obviously, for Kadina Cox, the world record holder set in Rio last year when she made terrific history, the first British athlete in almost 30 years to win golds in more than one sport at the same Paralympic Games. So Maria Fernandez in 4, Cox in 5, Blake in 6, Takamatsu 7, the women's 400 metres T38 final. Away they go, good start by Cox for Britain in lane 5, and a great start by Takamatsu of Japan on the outside. Cox catching up with Blake and overtaking the Australian on her outside in lane 6. Kadina Cox moving up for Britain, doing a good job of it in lane 5. Fernandez a bit behind at this stage. Cox going and going, she's overtaken everybody. At the halfway point, can she keep it going for the final 200? Cox, who won the 100 metres gold medal in Doha. It was bronze in the 200. She really turned it on in the one-lap distance in Rio. She's turning it on in London here. One of those who watched London 2012 and didn't know how much her life would change in the next 4 years. Kadina Cox, the Paralympic champion, going forward for Great Britain, on the way to Britain's 14th gold medal of London 2017. Kadina Cox is going to do it! 102.87. She's the world champion. Takamatsu with the silver. Blake of Australia the bronze. And Maria Fernandez in 4th place. Another great hero of parasport. Kadina Cox gets the gold. Cockcroft, Hermitage, Camlish, Breen, Davis, Peacock, Kinghorn, Hahn, Whitehead, Arnold, Reid and Cox, British champions in the London Olympic Stadium. Blake rose very well for the bronze medal, but Kadina Cox, what a hero, not just in athletics, but cycling too, of course.
She's a force to be reckoned with. She's just amazing.
She just shot away well in the first 200 metres, and from there on wouldn't be denied. She'd overtaken everybody by that stage. The real battle from then on was for the silver medal. Blake was moving up by that stage, but Takamatsu fancied it. She had never won a major championship medal before tonight, Yuka Takamatsu. Blake with that bronze from this 400 metres 2 years ago in Doha. But the closing straight in London, Kadina Cox, who'd won gold in this in Rio, inspired all the way through in the closing straight. Don't know if she realised how far ahead she was. She could have eased up, but she didn't want to ease up. Way out in her own. What's that? 40 metres clear in the end. Cox with an astonishing victory in 1:02 and bits. So far out in front of this stage that Takamatsu and Blake are almost in a different postcode. But Kadina Cox, world champion in Doha, a Paralympic champion in Rio, takes the gold in London. 14 golds for Great Britain now.
Kadina Cox was a face of London 2012, and she's been there all the way throughout. A man who also knew a thing or two about London 2012, Usain Bolt, has won his penultimate race tonight in Monaco in 9.95.
Kadina Cox, the gold for Great Britain, 1:02.87. Takamatsu, the silver for Japan, 5.5 seconds behind. And Blake, the bronze for Australia. In front of our home fans, another good crowd, maybe around 20,000 tonight in the London Olympic Stadium. She buzzed home brilliantly. That's yet to be added on to the official tally. Little checks and balances. It'll go up as gold medal number 14 for Britain. China with 21, United States 15, Ukraine, Tunisia, Australia, all having a ball as well in London. T37 long jump to get us underway. It's the first round. It's Deto Hata of Japan. This the rated second strongest of the standing coordination impairment categories. Means they'll go out to around 6 meters if they're doing well. Attempt one of the competitions, Sadeta Hata setting an early standard.
Dedahata then with his first attempt. Reigning champion in the World Championships and Paralympics goes shortly. Zhang Guozhou, Dedahata, 5.60 for him, a new season best.
Was very close to the plasticine there, but he got away with it.
Pretty scenes indeed with the lights on here. Different architecturally at this magnificent stadium. Time now for the men's 1500 metres T11 final. Kimani of Kenya, the world record holder. Christian Valenzuela of Chile, who was a silver medalist behind Kimani in 2015 and already silver behind the Kenyan over 5,000 metres here. Complete visual impairment in this category, so all the runners must run with a guide. There he is, Kimani of Kenya, world record holder. Gold already over 5,000. Kosakowski disqualified in 2016 due to a mistake by his guide in Rio. Christian Valenzuela, silver over 5,000 metres, silver over this in Doha. Disqualified in the heats last year in Rio. Kasia of Turkey, 7th over 5,000 metres. He took bronze in the 2015 World Championships in this event. Silver medalist at the European Championships last year. Jason Dunkley of Canada, gold in 2002 and 2006 at this. He donated the kidney to his wife Colleen back in 2013. Now Manuel Garnitza of Spain, 5th over the 5,000 metres, 4th in the Europeans last year in Grosseto, 6th back in Doha in 2015. His ambition is to compete in the New York Marathon. Oda Santos, back in 2011 in Christchurch with the championship record, and Kimani of Kenya, who runs in this. The Paralympics, he set the world record, 3:58.37. So away they get. There's Dunkley who goes out to the lead. All spaced out there. Valenzuela out wide, Kimani out furthest of the runners, the world record holder. We saw them do this as well in the 5,000 metres. Kimani, he's currently at the back of the field. You won't want to get too far behind because this is only 3 3/4 laps of the track. Valenzuela around the outside, silver over 5,000 metres. He makes his move already in this 1,500 metres event, but it's Dunkley of Canada who's out in front as Valenzuela comes down the outside to take the lead, with Dunkley in second position as they go across with 3 laps remaining.
Valenzuela in the longer races, you know, he's one of those who, the few who will elect to take a couple of guys with him. Kassar making a big move up on the outside for Turkey. Hassan Kassar, who won gold in the 5,000 metres last year in Grosseto in the European Championships. But Valenzuela has been the world champion over 5,000 metres back in 2015 in Doha and won in London 2012. Over that distance, the 12.5 laps. Valenzuela defending his position very well at the front. Kassar in second place. Dunkley, originally from Newton Ayres in Northern Ireland, in third. And Poland Kosakowski in fourth place. And Kimani just finding his time. The Paralympic champion and the 5,000 metres champion here. Man who did the Paralympic double over 15 and 5. Biding his time in fifth place, but he and his very experienced guide, James Boyd, have done this before. Bit of a gap back to Garnick in sixth place, but still quite well compressed at the moment, these two. Valenzuela leading them out now. Here comes Kosakowski on the outside. Kozakowski moving up into second place. Valenzuela is our leader still, but Kozakowski's got into position, and he just looked to block off Dunkley a little bit. Remember, you can elect to have your guide either inside you or outside, and almost a clash between Dunkley and Kozakowski, but Dunkley now making a bit of a shift up. It's still the Chilean who leads Valenzuela, ahead of Dunkley, having a little think. Dunkley and his guide, Jeremy Nathaniel Ben. Remember, the guides have to be the same nationality. Dunkley pushing up on the outside. Valenzuela in second place. Kozakowski third. Kimani fourth. Now here comes Guernica of Spain up into fifth place. The silver medalist in the 5,000 of the Europeans last year. And Kimani's making a big move up on the outside. Up into the third. It's still Jason Dunkley who leads for Canada. The man who runs for Ottawa Lions. Bit of a gap between him and the rest. But as they enter the home straight for the penultimate time, look who's in second, the champion, Kimani.
So Dunkley takes them down as they'll take the bell for the final lap. In second place, Kimani, the world record holder, which he set here at London 2012, now looks to make his mark. Will Downing mentioned the guy has to come from the same country. It helps as well if they can run at the same speed, and that's exactly what is happening here. James White of Kenya up there with Kimani, and Dunkley holds on in first place. It's Kozakowski of Poland currently in third position. Valenzuela 15 metres back as Kimani makes his move around the outside with James White. Gold here in 5,000 metres already, gold in 2012, gold in 2016 in this event. He's taken up the running in first place as they come around with 200 metres to go. Dunkley in second place. He'll try and hold on for silver now because I think first is gone. Kozakowski in the bronze medal position. It's a battle in three at the moment because way back, Valenzuela's dropped back into fifth position. And then it's Spain's Guernica who's in fourth position as Kimani comes down. Let's just see what sort of time he can take. Dunkley's trying to hold on for second position. Kozakowski there as well, looking for third. Kimani, he lets him go. He goes across 4:11.54. Dunkley of Canada goes across in second position, and it's Alexander Kozakowski of Poland who goes across for the bronze medal. Well, Kozakowski, he was disqualified last year in Rio. No such thing this time. He takes third place, but that man there, Samuel Mushai Kimani, 4:11.54. Men's 1,500 metres, T11 winner to go with his 5,000 metres gold. Dunkley does enough to pick up the silver medal. He won gold in this event way back in 2002 and also in 2006. A brilliant run from that man though, Kimani and his guide, James White. Kenya pick up the gold, Canada the silver, and Poland with a bronze.
No mistake with the guides this time, and Kimani timed his brakes so well in the back straight with 300 to go. Was stride for stride with Dunkley for around 10 metres, then accelerated, went beyond that of lane 2, and here he is heading into the final straight, having won the 15 and the 5 in Rio. He does it again at London 2017. The 1,500 metres champion in this stadium 5 years ago. The man from Eldoret might not be the last Kenyan 1,500 metres champion we see in the London Stadium this summer. Kimani heading clear of Boyd. He gets the gold, Dunkley the silver, and the bronze for Kozakowski.
Well, there is Kimani. Very fluid pair of athletes. Dunkley straining in the background with his guide there, Jeremy Nathaniel Van. What a run though from Kimani. He started off slowly. He does that. Moved around the outside. Took his chance. Never looked back. Kimani then takes the gold. Dunkley in a season best, 4:13.67, takes the silver, and Kozakowski of Poland with bronze.
Yao in the shot put. This is the opening round, and it's F44, which is single below knee. Amputee category. Solid throw out beyond 11 meters. And as is the case in so many categories, China's strong in this. Yao Juan, our leader, 11.48. And as is invariably the case, the main competition may well come from China. It's Yang Yue with her first round attempt. Yao Juan leading 11.48. That's just beyond 11 meters. She'll go into second place. They do find great throwers in China, don't they, Neve?
They just seem to be very strong in the field events altogether. They're a hard team to beat.
So 4 more track finals this evening. This is the first of those 4. The great Vale Katila of Tunisia looking for his 4th gold medal of these championships. Won the 800 yesterday on his 32nd birthday. Mohammed Al-Hamadi, silver over the 400 metres already, bronze over the 100. Stefan Roosh of the Netherlands picked up 9th in the 100 metres. He was 6th in this event back at this stadium in 2012. Bojan Mitic of Switzerland, he was 4th here in 2012, over 200 metres. Henry Matti of Finland, he's already picked up bronze here over 400 metres. He was 5th in the 100. He's the European champion back in 2014. Reid McCracken of Australia will go from 5, silver over the 100 metres, 6th in Doha 2 years ago. Canada's Austin Smith just missed out in the medals, finishing 4th over 100. He was 6th in the 400 here. Al Kabasi of Qatar, he was their flag bearer at the 2016 opening ceremony in Rio. He was 8th over 100 metres here. And inside him, the great Tunisian Wale Katila, gold over 100, 400 and 800. World record and championship record holder. He's won 4 golds in Doha 2 years ago, and also in Lyon 2 years before that. 10 world championship golds altogether. And Austin Pruitt of the USA, the man from Chula Vista in California, will go from lane 1. Wale Katila was silver in this event last year in Rio, as he looks this time for a 4th gold in 3 consecutive championships. He'll go from lane 2. And they get away, and Katila gets away extremely quickly indeed. He's already up on Al-Kabasi on the outside as they move around with 150 to go. Reid McCracken has also got away well from Australia, and the Netherlands, Stefan Roosh also out there in lane 8, but there he is. Wale Katila as they straighten up down the home straight. It's Reid McCracken who's in second position, but it's Wale Katila of Tunisia who's going to go across and make it gold in the 100 metres, 400 metres. Oh, what a man indeed. He's won the 200 metres as well, and he's won the 800 metres. 4 at these championships for Wale Katila, and a new championship record of 27.14 seconds. Reid McCracken takes second, and Mohammed Al-Hamadi picks up 3rd position by the barest of margins. There is the man who finished second, but it's all about that man there, Wale Katila. Al-Hamadi's been given second then in a photo from Reid McCracken, but it's all about Katila. There he is, Katila. He got away so quickly, already up on the wheel of Al-Kabasi from the beginning. And Reid McCracken was going with him. And then on the far outside lane there, you can see Mohammed Al-Hamadi. And looks at that stage like McCracken's going to get second. It was already over for first. Katila had it. Katila goes across and takes first. Just look at Al Hamadi here on the outside. McCracken's wheel coming up in the air. That cost him time. A couple of bounces. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's close, isn't it? Look at that. The outside's got it. That was for second. This man for gold. 100, 400, 800. You can now add 200 to that. For the third successive World Championships, he's picked up 4 gold medals in all 4 events that he's gone in. The great Tunisian, 32 yesterday, celebrated his birthday with victory in the 800. He's added the 200 title to it. What an athlete from Tunisia, Walid Katila. There's confirmation, a championship record, 27.14. Mohammed Al Hamadi of the United Arab Emirates takes silver. And look at that, Reid McCracken has gone down to 1,000th of a second. He picks up a new Oceania record though, taking the bronze.
Men's T37 long jump. It's the opening round, and it's Evangelista Cardoso of Brazil. It's got out well beyond 5 meters, up towards 6. Good championships for him so far. Zhang Guangzhou will be a man to watch in this, definitely. But Evangelista Cardoso, he's very, very solid on the track too, and solid in the runway there. Get him up into the medals for the time being. Silver in the 200 meters here, and our leader in the opening round of the long jump, 5.72. But now the reigning Asian, World and Paralympic champion, Zhang Guangzhou of China. Three golds in Incheon at the Asian Games. Gold in Doha and in Rio, and surely pole position here. Strong competitor. Its coordination impairment is the nominally the second strongest of the 4. Didn't really use the board either, did he? Gave about 15 centimeters away. Won't matter, it'll be the lead, 6 meters 19. Yang of China in the shot put. China 1 and 2 in this right now. This being the F44. Getting it beyond 11 meters. 11.05 for Yang in the opening round, 11.07 in round 2. But Yang still leads. And it's Outsurik in the long jump for Poland. Use the board well, that's about 5.5. Put him in contention, definitely. It's quite tight. Below Zhang, it's half a meter dividing 2nd and 8th. And maybe 2nd and 9th shortly. Goes into the bronze medal position, 5 meters 60. Gillespie of Germany in the women's shot again. 10 meters 17 in the opening round. Again, it's around 11 meters. They're congregating around that space. Frederica Gillespie of Germany, 10.47, bronze medal position, having finished 4th in the discus here. Back to Evangelista Cardoso, 2nd attempt in the long jump.
The man who picked up silver last year. What can he come up with at these championships? Well, it's over the 6 meter mark. Gets the white flag. This, of course, the coordination impairment category, so the run up to the jump there has to be timed perfectly because of the fact that sometimes they can take two shorter steps. He improves 585 into a slight headwind. He's in silver medal position, the man from Brazil. Here's Shang, the man in first position. 6.19, his second attempt. The reigning world and Paralympic champion. Well, that is big indeed. .619 was his first. He holds the world and championship record. That might be pushing it indeed. The championship record from 2015 in Doha, the world record last year in Rio. And he's broken his own championship record, 6:58. He's added 11 seconds to it.
The men's 1500 metres T11 final with Garnica disqualified, doesn't affect the medals. Kimani with the gold for Kenya. Dunkley the silver for Canada, and Kosakowski the bronze for Poland. The final of the men's 100 metres T38. The reigning world and Paralympic champion, Hu Jianwen in this. The Pan Am champion Kyle Whitehouse. The former European champion Mikita Senik. And the former world and Paralympic champion for Australia, Evan O'Hanlon. Starting off with lane 2 for France, 9th in the 200 metres here, Dmitry Yuzvitsky. The reigning Pan Am champion for Canada, Kyle Whitehouse. In lane 4 for Australia, the 7 times world and 5 times Paralympic champion, Evan O'Hanlon. Won the 100 and the 200 here in 2012. In lane 5 for South Africa, the new 200 metres world champion, Diane Bass. In lane 6 for China, the reigning world and Paralympic champion, Hu Jianwen. In lane 7 for Brazil, silver in the 100 metres in Doha, bronze in the 100 metres in Rio, Edson Pinheiro. In lane 8 for China, silver in the long jump, both in Rio and here in London, Zhong Huanghao. And in lane 9 for Ukraine, the former European champion over 100, 200 and the long jump from 2014 in Swansea, Mikita Senik. So 4, actually 5 champions in this. Diane Boyce taking gold in the 200 metres here. O'Hanlon with 3 golds in Lyon in 2013 and 2 on this track in 2012. Hu, the world and Paralympic champion, Senik, who's been European champion in this, and Kyle Whitehouse, the Pan-American champion. It's Yuzvitsky 2, Whitehouse 3, O'Hanlon 4, Bass 5, Hu 6, Pinheiro 7, Zhong 8, Zenik 9, the final of the men's 100 metres. They get away well, they get away very well, and it's Hu and it's O'Hanlon. It's Evan O'Hanlon for Australia, it's Hu Jianwen for China. It's very tight, Hu and O'Hanlon. Oh, it's gone to a photo. That is so close. Maybe, Hu won it. And I mean Hu, H-U. But if O'Hanlon didn't get that, he couldn't have been any closer. That was so tight. Evan O'Hanlon's name has come up first. Evan O'Hanlon's given the gold. Hashtag beyond incredible. Evan O'Hanlon. Nobody else's name is up first. 2013. Reardon and Popov had a dead heat. That was as close to a dead heat as I've seen since then. It's still O'Hanlon's name on the scoreboard. It's a dead heat! It's a dead heat! O'Hanlon and who have been given exactly the same time, down to the 1,000th. It is a dead heat! Who won that? They both won that. Hu Jianwen of China, Evan O'Hanlon of Australia. Look at that. We've got two champions in the 100 metres. Evan O'Hanlon, back from retirement. The world champion again. He retired after Rio. Look at this start here. Lanes 4 and 6. Hu off to a brilliant start. O'Hanlon likewise. Sedek on the near side in lane 9. But O'Hanlon, who was a king on this track back in 2012, a man of fierce determination, of fierce passion, Hu pushing the world and Paralympic champion in lane 6 for China. But O'Hanlon wouldn't be denied. Hu slightly ahead of that stage, but O'Hanlon got back. He dived well, and they could not be divided. Edson Pinheiro moving it up in 3rd place. They've revised it. O'Hanlon gold outright, and Hu the silver. Both 11:07, and O'Hanlon has been given the gold on his own. That could not have been any tighter. Well, Evan O'Hanlon was in the commentary box with us 2 years ago, and now back in the track. He's the world champion. You saw on the big screen, it was a dead heat, but now, on his own, in his own right, the 100 metres champion is Evan O'Hanlon for Australia. Hu, the silver for China. Edson Pinheiro, the bronze for Brazil.
Third round of the F44 shot put. Yang Yu of China. .11:48. Here's the mark to beat. She didn't do it. She remains second. Optrek of Poland in the long jump. T37, he likes that one. Lifetime best of 5:71 from Optrek was set this year. Oh, he loves it. And why wouldn't he? New lifetime best. 5:91 is second. Epperson of Australia. Bronze in the discus here in the F44 category. Talking of lifetime best, she set hers this year as well, 8:25. Not there though, 8:04. She's in 6th position, the lady who won bronze here in discus. Martina Simonova. Her debut was at the European Championships in Grosseto last year. She's currently in 7th position. This is her 5th attempt, 7:93, her best so far. Well, that looks all right. Lifetime best of 8:75. Right smile. Bow. Eden S of Norway. Lifetime best already set. Is her 5th attempt. She has some work to do though, if she's to get up into the medals. Needs around 11 metres. it won't be there. Ines, a season best of 8:29. She's now 5th. Maria Combrink, new area record of 9:61. She's in 4th position. That mark set with her 4th throw. This her 5th. Won't have enough though. You can see the 11-metre mark there. She needs to be up near that. So she'll stay in 4th position. Oh 8:72, 9:61 still her best throw.
So now the final of the men's 100 metres, T51. It features the reigning European, World and Paralympic champion, Peter Gennett. 4-time world champion, Edgar Navarro-Sanchez there as well. Well, here he is, the Belgian, who's won the 100 and the 400 of the last 3 major championships and looking to make it 4 in a row. In lane 3 for Portugal, 6th in the Europeans last year, João Correa. The former European, World and Paralympic champion for Finland, Toni Piispanen, is in lane 4. For Algeria in lane 5, gold in the discus at London 2012. Mohamed Bakral, he won bronze in the 100 as well. Lane 6, for Italy, the 6-time Paralympic and twice world champion, Alvisa Davide. Lane 7 for Portugal. Bronze in the 400 metres here for Helder Mest. In lane 8, the former mayor of Nezahualcóyotl in Mexico. Silver in the 200 here, 4 times world champion, Edgar Navarro-Sanchez. And in lane 9 for Costa Rica, the 2004 200 metres Paralympic champion, Ernesto Fonseca. T51. The men's 100 metres. Kennan looking for his 4th consecutive 100, 400 golden double. Kennan in 2, Piispanen in 4, Fonseca 9. All live candidates. Well, away they go. Kennan in lane 2. Takes a while for the 51s to get going. It's Piispanen alongside. Kennan gliding through at the moment in 2. Looks as if he's going to pull it off. It's Piispanen in 2nd place. Barral moving over to 3rd. Kennan's going to take it. It's 21:11. Piispanen in 2nd place. Barral in 3rd. And Peter Kennan, the European, World and Paralympic champion, now over 100 and 400 metres. The 2nd World Championships in a row in which he's done that double. Piispanen getting the silver. He was the European champion over 100 and 400 in 2014. 2012 and 2013 he won the 100 metres titles and Barral won the bronze. But Kennan in what is the most restricted of the wheelchair racing categories of the 50s. He's got the gold again. 21.10, the ratified time for this former rugby star international for Belgium. Well, away he got going. Piispanen in 2nd and Barral in 3rd. Nestra in 4th place at this stage. But what a starter was by Kennan in terms of the 51s. Piispanen trying to move up all the time. The man who's at one stage or another held all the major titles over 100 metres. But Genin has that honour now. Behral moving up into third place. But Genin, again, would not be denied the Belgian. And 51 Neve, it may be a very restricted category, but a very good, solid winning margin for him.
He did. He proved what he was here to do, and that was to win gold.
Yeah, he's done it again. He's a fine athlete when it comes to the 51s. Getting through to take the gold again for Belgium. So the T51 100 metres retained by Peter Genin of Belgium. Piesman the silver for Finland, and Berachal the bronze for Algeria.
Simonova back to the women's shot put. F44, her last attempt. In 7th position. .857 puts her up 2 places to 5th. So here's Ness of Norway with her final one. A new season best set with her last attempt, 8:29. Currently down in 6th. Looks around a similar mark. The Norwegian's broken it again. 8:34, 6th position. Combrink in 4th position. She's had a new African record of 9:61 with her earlier attempt. That was with her 4th. This one here, her final attempt. Needs a mighty amount of improvement. She'd need about 130 or so, 140 if she's to get up there into bronze. Doesn't happen. She'll finish in 4th position.
Well, she missed out earlier in the week, but Frederike Kaleski of Germany has got the bronze. Can she get more? 11:13 her mark, 11:48 for gold to break up the Chinese. Oh, it's beyond 11. Now, might she have nabbed it?
This is going to be a very tight finish. It always comes down to the last round, and I love competitions like this.
It's a brilliant throw. It's certainly beyond 11, a good bit below 11, and she's done it. She's in the gold medal position. Kaleski, 11:53 for Germany. She might have nabbed the gold. Yao and Yang still to throw. What timing? Yang way to go now. 11:32. She's in the bronze medal position, and she knows what she has to do to move up. But that won't do it. It won't be a China 1-2. It might be a China 2-3. A brilliant final throw by Kaleski.
The Germans have proved, even in able-bodied sport, they are strong throwers, and she's proved it again tonight.
Kaleski of Germany still leading with that 11:53. And Yao, it's not going to be victory for her. German gold, Frederike Kaleski. Out of nowhere, Kaleski is the world champion. Agony for her, finishing 4th in the discus earlier in the week, but for the first time, Kaleski of the Eintracht Duisburg club is a world champion. She's a youth coach with that club. She became a para-athlete 2 years ago. She was an able-bodied athlete up to the turn of the decade. Yao with the silver medal and Yang the bronze. Nico's here, he's already won gold, and now Federico Kaleski has as well 11:53. Wunderbar. What a finish. Kaleski, the gold for Germany. Yao Juan, the silver for China. Yang Wei, the bronze for China.
So the last of the track finals for the evening, the men's 400 metres T13 final. Mohamed Amgoun of Morocco, who won the world and championships record holder. Plus he's the Paralympic and world champion. Teodoro of Brazil doesn't start in 5. There he is, the man who holds both records. It was gold last year in Rio, gold in 2015 in Doha. Only bronze here, though, 5 years ago. Rondo Gutierrez of Cuba. 6th here over 200 metres for the man from Villa Clara. Nambala of Namibia. Silver here over 200 metres as he goes for gold over 400. Algeria's Mohamed Fouad Hamamou. Bronze in 2016. Ran the heat of the 800 metres last night. So in lane 4, Al Gabouni of Iraq. Bronze 2014 Asian Para Games. Mashila of Namibia, the second of those African athletes from that country. He was 16th here in the 200 metres, won a gold over the distance at the 2014 Zone 6 Youth Games in Zimbabwe. There he is, Boa Baka. Silver already over 1,500 metres behind brother Abdulatif. He won his heat of the 800 last night. We're running with them. His first major championships for this man, Rahali Amadi of Morocco. And a lifetime best of 48.98 set this year for the 24-year-old. So this is the least visually impaired of the T11 to 13 category. The man who goes from lane 9, Mohamed Amgoun of Morocco, holds both the world and championship records. The world record in Rio last year, the championship record in Doha 2 years ago. So lane 5, Teodoro's a non-starter, but they get away quickly. And it is the man who's looking to win this one, Mohamed Amgoun, who gets away very well indeed, coming down the back straight. It's currently Amgoun who leads on the inside there. It's Rondo Gutierrez who's also doing well. They're sped right out at the moment. They're running still in their lanes as they went. It's Amgoun who leads as they go around with 200 metres to go. Less than that, also coming up well. It's the Algerian Hamamou in lane 6 who's moving around now. And on the far inside there, it's Rally Al-Mahadi who's making a run for it. But it is the reigning world and Paralympic champion who's coming down the home straight, Mohamed Amgoun of Morocco, who's going to go across and take the winning time there. Across the line he goes, 46.94. It's a new world record. He's broken his own world record, which he only set last year in Rio, 46.94. He's absolutely smashed it. 47.15 of what's coming into it. 46.92 because he was running into a headwind. Nambala of Namibia has taken second. And it's Algeria's Hamamou who picks up the bronze medal. What a run. Mohamed Amgoin, he led from start to finish. Retains his world title. 46.92 seconds. A season best from Mbala with a silver medal run of 48.40. But I think that tells you how quick the man out in front was. Quite a difference indeed. You see the Moroccan as he goes around with 150 to go. He's got everyone covered. For the first 250 minutes of that race, they didn't really change positions from where they started. They all were running at a similar pace, but it's a rocket with 150 metres to go. He blasts around that bend. He leaves the rest behind him. Nambala couldn't live with it. The Namibian will take silver in the 200 and the 400. Hamamou of Algeria in the bronze position. But that man there. Amgoun of Morocco. It's been a super championship so far for the Moroccans. And that man has added to it. 46.92. Photos galore. They'll be hanging on the wall at home. World record for Mohamed Amgoun. He defends that world title. He breaks the world record he set in Rio last year, takes gold. Nambala with silver. And Hamamou of Algeria with the bronze.
Evangelista Cardoso of Brazil, fourth round of the long jump. 5.85 has him in the bronze medal position. Oh, look at the hang in the air. That's beyond 6 meters, surely. And Zhang Guangzhou of China's a big challenger now. Silver in the 200 meters here, silver in the long jump in Rio from Sao Caetano. Certainly beyond 6 meters, 6 meters 10 in second place. F53 shot, round 2, Scott 7 of the United States. Our leader, remember, 3 throws in a row, 7.95. Got this out, it's beyond 8 meters. Eight meters 13. This is Azimi of Iran. In the interim, Mukhtari Amami has moved up for Iran, and that is bang on 8 meters, or as close as. And Azimi going into third place, 7.96. Bronze medal position for now, a long way to go. So Mukhtari Amami, this is how he's gone into the gold medal position. His 6th and final throw, going out to 8 meters 35, and that a new area record. An Iranian record also. still have 5 throwers remaining. Mokhtari Amami is our leader. Coming on the night when Evan O'Hanlon became Australia's most successful para-athlete ever at a World Championships. All World Championships. So there you go, Niamh. He was one of our commentators last time. That's the future.
No pressure on you then, in the future.
Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Here comes Bertrand. Back in the long jump. He's a live candidate to move up. 5th place right now. 5 meters 64 is best.
We bring greatness out of people up here in this commentary box, Niamh. You'll be there. You'll be Ireland's most successful para-athlete of all time. Don't you worry.
I'll go for it. I'll give it a try, sure.
Bertrand in 5th place, won't improve. 5.64 he remains. Vladislav Zarabelny of Ukraine is currently in 6th. His final attempt, 5.62. Oh! Well, that's not far off the medals. That's not far off 6 meters. He gets a white flag. And out of nowhere, Zarabelny might be into the mix. 4th in the long jump in Rio. It's got into the medals. It's got into the bronze medal position, 5.95 from 6th to 3rd. So now the men's 200 meters, T37, the first round heat. Features the new 400 meters world champion for Greece, Michael Saitis. Ronald Hertog as well, who's been a multi-medalist. We start off with lane 7. 4th in the long jump here for South Africa. Vamelo Molongo. Lane 5 for Italy. Silver in the 400 meters here. The man from Monza, Simone Managrasso. In lane 4 for the Netherlands, always successful in the long jump, Ronald Hertog, formerly a European 200 meters bronze medalist. Lane 3 for the United States, silver in the 200 meters, bronze in the 4 in Lyon in the Worlds 4 years ago, David Prince. And the new 400 meters, world champion from Athens for Greece, Michael Saitis. The great Richard Brown, the world record holder and the champion in Doha. First 3 to go through to the final. Would have loved to see Richard Brown compete here. The man with the winged feet. So Saitis in 2, Prince in 3, Hertog in 4, Managrasso in 5, and Molongo in lane 7. The first 3 to qualify for the final. They're away, left quite a while, but what a good start by Molongo in 7. The 400 meters champion Saitis moving up, Prince moving up as well. Quite a hairstyle as well from the American. This could be really even, not much between any of them. On the near side, Molongo, on the inside, Saitis is moving up, and Hertog as well. And it's going to be Saitis, Hertog and Molongo in that order. 22.89, the winning time, and Saitis takes the win in that heat. Hertog, a long jump specialist, perennially at the moment a silver medalist behind Marcus Raymond, that, but Saitis, 22.90 has been ratified as a run to be proud of, a beard to be proud of, and there he was on the inside in lane 2. Prince and Managrosso missed out in the end. They weren't that far off, around 120. Malongo had led for quite a while. Hertog coming to the fore, not as much as Saitis did there, the new 400 metres champion. The Athenian with a strong win, top 3 to go through. Hertog doing very well to reach that finally, was eliminated in the opening round in Rio in the 100 metres, wasn't in, there wasn't a 200. Or wasn't in the 2, should I say. Saitis, who finished 7th in the 200 metres final in Rio, behind Prince actually, who was 6th in that, making sure here. So Saitis takes it 22.90, Hertog and Malongo also through.
Evangelista Cardoso, men's long jump, T37. Revving the crowd up for his final attempt. He's in the silver medal position at present. He's got some distance to go though. Shang is in first position for the new championship record earlier on of 6:58. So needs to find 49 centimetres, does the Brazilian. Silver last year in Rio. He's already won silver here over the 200 metres. Nothing the matter with the takeoff. White flag given. Not too sure if he's going to find the actual required distance. He's equalled his best so far in this competition, so he will take the silver medal to go with his silver from the Paralympics last year. Unless Optrick can come up with something. The Pole, who set a new lifetime best of 5.91, putting 20 centimetres onto his best before this competition. Well, that's up there. It might well be a new lifetime best. It won't be enough to get him up into the medal positions, I don't think. But he's had an outstanding event nonetheless. When you add 20 centimetres to your new lifetime best. Not bad indeed, 5.81, so he takes 4th position. And here comes Shang, the reigning world and Paralympic champion. A new championship record, 6:58. One left, what's he got? He's got a foul, that's what he's got. Miles over the board. Red flag, but he'll still take the gold medal. Double world champion. Shang Guangzhou of China. A championship record with his second jump of 6:58. He passed on his 3rd, 4th, 5th, and fouled on the 6th. Double world champion, some tattoo work there as well. Thankfully the lights are on. Gives us a good look. Championship record 6:58 for Shang. Defends that title. So confirmation of a championship record for Shang. He wins the long jump T37. Evangelista Cardoso picks up the silver. Sharabanyi of Ukraine with the bronze. Optrek with a new lifetime best. Season best there for Dedahata of Japan. No mark for Czernecki of Poland. Katrina Cox gave the British crowd some big moments tonight. Why not wave that flag?
So now the women's discus F55. Diana Dzite of Latvia. Gold already in the shot and the javelin. And with this third round attempt of 23 meters 11, magnificent history, her third gold medal. Silver for Colombia. For the silver medalist in the shot for Colombia, Erika Castana. It was a South American record of 21:30 that earned her second place. And an Asian record for the bronze for China, for Yang Li Wan of 19 meters 25. This with a third attempt. So Diana Dzite, who won gold, silver and bronze at the Europeans in Grosseto last year, is a triple world champion here in London. Dzite, 23:18, gold in all three throwing disciplines for Latvia, Castano the silver for Colombia, Yang the bronze for China.
The second heat in the men's 200 metres T44 sees Jared Wallace of the United States of America, who won gold in 2013 and took bronze behind Johnny Peacock in the 100 metres at these championships. But it's his compatriot Jerome Singleton, who's got a dual degree in mathematics and applied physics from Morehouse College in Atlanta, who goes from lane 6. Fourth in the 100 metres, Andy Foray, who's fifth in the 100 metres, formerly a player for Super Rugby's Golden Lions prior to his accident in 2003. Emmanuel De Marino of Italy, bronze over the 400 metres. The Italian is nicknamed the Beast. Avila Camodo of Spain, fifth over the 400 metres, 11th in the 100 metres, his senior international debut. And Jared Wallace will go from lane 2 with a cap on back to front. Bronze over the 100, didn't compete in 2015, but he took gold back in 2013. So Richard Brown, who's not at these championships, who broke the world and championship record in Doha 2 years ago, has both those records. .23.76 is the time to beat for the fastest loser across these finals. The first three automatically qualify. So they get away the first time of asking, and Jared Wallace has got away extremely quickly indeed. Jerome Singleton also on the outside, and Arnie Forday also in lane 5. They're going to be the first three to go through. It's going to be a question of what order. Jared Wallace currently in first position, Arnie Forday in second, and Jerome Singleton in third. They just slow down, all have a look at each other. It's Arnie Forday who's going to go across. Jared Wallace on the inside will take second, and Singleton, his United States compatriot, who goes across in third in a time of 22.65 for Arnie Forday. Well, only 5 in that race. Season best for Singleton in third position. And De Marino in fourth. Won't be fast enough to qualify. Well, you saw Jared Wallace there in his first few strides, already up with Avila Camodo of Spain now. Singleton got away ever so quickly, and Forday ran a very good bend indeed. At that stage there, with 100 to go, you knew who the three were going to be. Relaxed night for Jared Wallace with the hat on back to front. Only 14, look at him looking around here. Watch him having a look. Jared Wallace will have a look in a moment as well. There he goes. Too easy. No need for psychological advantage here. 4-8 takes it. Wallace second. Singleton in third position. Arne Forte, fifth in the 100 metres, 2 positions behind Jared Wallace, who took the bronze in that. Singleton will take third position and go through to the final. Slight headwind, 22.65, the winning time for Arne Forte. Wallace in second, Singleton with a season best in third position. Di Marino in fourth. So there's your start list for the men's 200 metres T44 final. Arne Forte goes through quickest out of the lot. Jared Wallace didn't compete in 2015. He's competing at these championships. Good friends with Johnny Peacock of Great Britain, who beat him in the 100 metres. He'll be confident ahead of the 200 metres final. Just look at that relaxation. It's going to be a good final though, Will.
Without a shadow of a doubt, very high standard, and we may be missing Richard Brown, but the talent from the States still high. So let's take a look at Scott Seven, attempting to win another major medal here for the United States. It's the men's shot put F53. Still quite a bit to go in this competition. Seven in second place right now. 8.13 is best. That a 7.83. Mokhtari Amami, our leader for Iran. The competition still ongoing, still a few to go in this. Mokhtari Amami leading for Iran. 7 in the silver medal position for the United States. And Azadullah Azimi